Hey guys, welcome back to Castaway TV. Before we dive into today's video, I just want to thank you guys for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers. It's taken a long time and I've picked up a lot of new hobbies along the way, but I'm super stoked to make videos and I'm glad the people are enjoying them and following along. So without your support, I probably would have gave up a long time ago. So thank you, and yeah, let's dive into today's video. This lake is sick! Hey guys, welcome back. I'm out here on a new lake today. The goal is to camp out on the ice, but I'm gonna do some fishing first and make sure I can actually catch some fish before I set up camp. But I doubt I'm gonna see anybody else out here. I'm way out in the backwoods. Kind of concerned I may not be able to actually get back out of here. There's some hills that were questionable coming down, so that's tomorrow's problem. Anyways, I'm gonna get the gear set up here and we're gonna try to locate some fish. And once I locate some fish, we're gonna set up camp and camp out overnight. And by the way, is this lake not epic? Come down the trail into this beautiful little valley and I'm humped. Okay, let's go fishing. Alright guys, I have been out here for hours trying to find some fish, but unfortunately no matter how much you spend on a fish finder, it doesn't actually mean you're going to find any fish. Yeah, kind of sucks. But it's okay, because the real reason I'm out here is to test out my new ice camping setup. I have an 8-man pop-up tent here from Vevor that I'm going to try out and see how I like it. So far I'm already pumped because there's just so much more space. Last year in the 4-man, basically once I had the bed set up, there was either just enough room to fish or enough room to pull in my little storage container there and cook on it. So this way I can have everything set up on the go. It's not in the way of each other and I can camp out here comfortably, which, I mean, in the middle of a lake, you wouldn't think that's a possibility, but we are out here and we're gonna make it happen. I've already spent the time laying down the new foam tiles I have for the floor, setting up the bed, getting my tote in there to cook on, and it's looking pretty mint in there. I even drilled out a little sight hole in my fishing area. So we're gonna do a little walkthrough here in a second. I just actually have to get the diesel heater set up, but yeah, if you guys are interested in either the hut or the diesel heater, there's a link down below. There's also a discount code of 5%. So if you're interested, check it out. If not, well, cool. Anyways, let's get this pumping. Alright guys, I'm going to give you a quick tour of what's going on here in the ice hut. I am sitting here on the bed. Off to my right here, I got the diesel heater that's going to pump through the door. We'll close that up after. And then we've got all the tiles laid on the floor. It's keeping everything dry and insulated, which is nice. And then, I guess across from me, we've got the tote. So I have a ton of gear, if you haven't noticed. And I carry most of it inside of this tote, keeps it dry, and then it doubles as my table for when I'm cooking at night. So it's kind of the perfect setup for that. And then I guess, yeah, up at the front, we have got the fishing area. We got a sight hole actually drilled. I drilled it earlier, not knowing that I was actually set up in between two boulders, which it looks cool, but it's kind of hard to catch a fish, especially when you can't find them. But anyways, I'm digging this setup. I really think this is the way to go. Like last year, I would have only just been in half of this space trying to fit all of the same gear in here, which looking at now seems pretty ridiculous. So it's definitely the way to go. I am excited for the year to come, and hopefully we get in some adventures where we actually catch some fish. And speaking of fish, I am going to spend the next hour and a half of daylight just trying to catch a fish to add to the video. But if not, we will guess we'll start cooking dinner. Well, I didn't catch a fish, but I finally seen a sign of life. On the live scope there, I seen a fish. I moved to grab my rod, and the fish just bolted. So, anyways, it's a good sign that there actually is fish in this lake. I seen about 3 more after that, but nothing was interested in my lure. So, it is what it is. It's just good to know there is some actual fish in this lake, and I'm not just hanging out on an empty puddle of water here. Anyways, I cooked up my steak and made some potatoes, but only have room for the steak on the plate at the moment. So I'm gonna get this into me and then probably clean up the mess I've got going on here. Oh my god, so good. Alright guys, it's the next day. I just took my first load of gear actually back to the truck. I woke up at like 3 this morning, and I've decided I'm going to try out a different lake to fish. So I'm going to try and get out of here even before the sun's up. It's Christmas Eve, so I would like to make it home at a somewhat decent time, but I still want to catch a fish on this trip, so we're going to try and make it happen. But anyways, camping wise, this was perfect, honestly. I'm very happy with the setup. I'm sure I'll tweak it a little bit here and there once I get more accustomed to it and actually catch a fish out of it. But yeah, it snowed all night, no issues with the tent. Yeah, diesel heater as always works well. It was on the lowest setting. It's still pretty warm out. It's probably just a couple degrees below zero, but all in all, I think it was a good little camping trip. But I'm going to get this gear packed up, and we're going to get on the trail. Alright guys, I have got the truck all loaded up. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to catch a fish this episode, but I'm glad I got out to test out the tent, and I'm pretty excited to get out for some more camping adventures this winter. But yeah, I've got to navigate my way to the next lake, and hopefully I can find some fish there. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, just keep going, one day at a time.